What's up, witches? I'm Casey. Welcome to Bewitching Beauty. Before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. We're testing another indie brand. This one is an indie brand from New Orleans, the town that brought you the Saints, the town that brought you Mardi Gras, the town that brought me my husband. So I'm biased. Whatever. Leave it in the comments down below if you know other indie brands that I should be testing. Alright, let's jump into it. So today we are testing out a new indie brand. Of course, I will be giving you a peek into this palette here in a moment when we get started. This is Wicked Sister Cosmetics Invocation of the Spirit palette, and it is a themed palette based on the movie The Craft, which you take one look at me and tell that I loved The Craft growing up. I hope you could just read that from my personality. So, if you guys are interested in this one and you want to see how I got this look, then stick around. As you guys will have heard in my intro, today we are testing out another indie brand. This is another witchy indie brand. They are called Wicked Sisters Cosmetics, and they are actually out of New Orleans. Sidebar, New Orleans is pretty near and dear to my heart because my mom is from Louisiana and she is absolutely obsessed with New Orleans and she loves it so much. Of course, paramount to that, my wonderful husband is from New Orleans and he is dying to get back there. He hasn't been in like a decade. That's like a trip that must occur once 2020 has figured its shit out and we can all travel again. But until then, I'm just gonna talk about it, imagine, and daydream about a trip to New Orleans. Back to it. Today we are looking at the Invocation of the Spirit palette, and this one is themed after the movie The Craft. Let's all take a moment of silence for Nancy and Sarah, who changed all of our lives. Of course, if you were a 90s kid like me and you were a weirdo like me, then you will know The Craft, practical magic, that right there was like my aspirations in life. So I'm sure that you guys could tell that from the title of my channel, Bewitching Beauty. Before we jump into this palette, I did do eyebrows, foundation, concealer, all that fun priming, such and such, so that we can jump directly into this palette. Let's go ahead and get started. I am super excited to jump into this palette, especially because this palette has a really great matte to shimmer ratio. It kind of have all different kinds of aspects that you would need to do like a normal day-to-day look, like this sort of warm brownish color here, which is called Occult, the cream color, the black color, so you have a lot of options. This palette could definitely be used to do something very dramatic and fun. Of course, you know I like dramatic and fun. My stance on makeup, do whatever the fuck you want. And so we shall. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start by priming my eyes with my Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer by Elizabeth Mott. Okay, I am going to start in my crease with this shade right here called Occult. Now that I have that really blown out in my crease, I am going to go in next with this shade up here called Nancy to deepen my crease. Okay, so I want to deepen the crease just a little bit more, but there isn't a step darker than that Nancy color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the Nancy and touch into this black a little bit. And this one up here is called Witch Boots to darken the outer corners of my crease. Okay, so I do not use glitter often, but today is going to be a glitter day. So I definitely want to jump into this rosary shade that is right here in the middle. You probably can't see the shift, but it is so pretty. So I am going to take the Too Faced glitter glue and put that on my lid and then apply the glitter. So I have my glitter glued down. I am going to go ahead and take a flat packing brush and pack that glitter onto the lid. Now that I am sufficiently doused in glitter, I'm going to move on to my bottom lash line. I am going to go in with the shade Goblet, which is this purple shade right here on my bottom lash line. Next, I am going to do my inner corner highlight, and I am going to use this cream shade at the bottom called Levitate, essentially a matte that just has like barely just a sheen to it. So I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight because it's really bright and I think it will pop really well. Okay, that definitely pulled very pink, which it definitely appears pretty white in the pan, but this definitely pulled pink. So I'm gonna go back over it with a highlight color from the She Glam highlight palette. And I'm gonna go in with this brightest cream color highlight and go over top of that. Next, I'm gonna do liner and lashes, and then I will be right back for face stuff. Now I have my lashes on and a little bit of liner. I did not do a wing today. The glitter is fine chilling by itself. I am really loving this look. I think it looks super cool. The glitter looks very pretty and these lashes are very dramatic, so I think they work really well. Let's go on to some face stuff. For blush, I am going to jump into my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism palette. I think I'm gonna use this bottom center shade right here. Next, we are going to go into the She Glam 3D Pro Face palette. This is a palette of highlighters from She Glam, and this one up here, this bright, almost white looking shade works the best on my skin tone since I'm so pale, but I think I'm gonna dip into this one and just like just a teeny little bit of the gold one also. I am not going to bronze today because I don't feel like it. Now we need a lip. Some other products that I ordered from Wicked Sisters Cosmetics is also their lip liners and 2 liquid lipsticks. Unfortunately, they were out of stock of the liquid lipsticks, and so I don't have those. But I am going to use the liquid lipsticks and then maybe gloss over top. Nope. 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 Yep. Went ahead and applied the Juvia's Place liquid lipstick in the shade Mina. Again, I really enjoy Juvia's Place liquid lipsticks, but I hate the way they smell. Juvia's Place, deal with it. I did go ahead and dab a little bit of shadow from the Wicked Sisters palette onto my lips to just sort of like mattify it all the way. I used that shade Nancy to just sort of press it all over. All right, I am going to apply a setting spray. This is my favorite. This is the Pixie Skin Treats Hydrating Milky Mist. I just put this on all the time just to put it on because I love it. I love it so much. Fantastic. Smells so good. Hold please. So, final thoughts on the Wicked Sisters Cosmetics Invocation of the Spirit palette. I am gonna say I really loved it. So one thing I will say is that the mattes are a comfortable level of pigmentation. What I mean by that, if you haven't seen my previous videos, oftentimes if a palette is super pigmented, overly pigmented, and lightly packed, what will happen is when you go to dip into the shadow, you'll get a lot of kick up, and then when you go to apply it on the lid, it sort of sticks wherever you place it and then becomes unwilling to blend or move around at all. However, the pigmentation in the mattes in this palette are sort of that happy medium between really pretty, beautiful pigmentation, but still easy to blend. So the blend that I have going on in my crease and out towards my eyelid is beautiful. I think that the shadows worked effectively. I think that they blended beautifully. I think the payoff was beautiful, but I don't think that they're so pigmented that they are difficult to work with. So huge thumbs up. Definitely would recommend the palette. I'm really happy with the pan sizes also. I saw a couple of pictures of the palette. The pan size looked really small for some reason. So I was pleasantly surprised that when it came, the pan sizes are really sort of the standard pan size that you would get in every other type of palette. So, I mean, I don't know what bad things you could say about a indie brand from New Orleans who created a palette that was based on the craft. Fight me. On their lip liners, I will say that the pigmentation is beautiful. It is very easy to work with, but It is not very waxy. It tugs a little bit when you apply it, which to me would suggest, based on other lip liners, that this will be a long-lasting lip liner, but putting it on takes a little, help finessing. So these ones are probably not like beginner friendly, but very nice, feels comfortable. I'm enjoying it so far. So this is the finished look, testing out the Wicked Sisters Cosmetics Invocation of the Spirit palette. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Before you go, do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Definitely let me know what other indie brands should I be testing. Of course, you guys know I have this like a crazy obsession with indie brands right now. So the more indie brand stuff you can let me know about, the more I can test them out so you guys can check them out before you buy it. So let me know in the comments. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time, witches.